Hi, here is Aditya Nowotny from New York Central Park, Network Marketing Mastery.pro. Today's big question: is it easier to build a network in the big cities like New York, like Los Angeles, or should you rather concentrate on smaller communities and smaller cities? And I personally love the Big Apple. I've lived here for more than 5 years, so for me it was natural, even as an Austrian who lives in Germany, I wanted to have part of my organization in New York. And I want to welcome my team leader in the Big Apple, Linda Schwartz.
Hello, good evening.
And the big question is, how do you do in the big city? What are the challenges? What is the focus? Do you have some tips for our audience?
Absolutely. Challenges, let's start with that. A lot of competition, if you want to say it, and people get distracted easily. New York has so much to offer. There's constantly something going on. Events every day. There are events, workshops. People are often overexposed,
So basically
saturated.
you're competing for their time.
Exactly.
You're competing for their attention.
Yes.
And then the big question is, how do you get their attention nonetheless?
You have to be excellent in what you do. You have to deliver high quality, and you have to, in a way, get them to commit to come to your events. If you do practical workshops or webinars, that's another one. But actual workshops, you really have to get their attention and commitment to participate.
Great. So I know of diamonds in my company.
Mm-hmm.
I know of diamonds in other network marketing companies who try to conquer New York City, and after a few years they went somewhere else to live there. Why are you still here in New York City?
I think one of my biggest, let's say, qualities in this sense, I guess, is persistency. You have to be persistent, and you have to keep your focus on your goals, what you want to achieve here. And I'm not leaving here before I build a successful team.
And that's a very good message for you: persistence, and I presume also love for the city and love for the people here.
Absolutely, they need it. They really need it. I can't just leave. It would feel like giving up.
So you have a mission here.
Yeah.
You feel a mission and that drives you? Or is it your love for the people? Or is it joy in what you do? Or is it that you have a real hunger?
All of the above.
All of the above. That's good, because these are the main fuels that drive human beings.
Because I love the city. I love being in New York. Very exciting city. Can be very tiring too. But I also know one more reason for me to stay here, because people really need essential oils and good products. Everybody is stressed here. Everybody's overworked. They need a healthier lifestyle. So.
All right. So I hear again the mission.
The mission
is the main thing, and I congratulate you on that, because this city is built on rock. Just here in Central Park, I don't know if we see it in the background, some of the rocks. That's one of the great things about Central Park, that you see what this city is built upon. Real solid rock, which is actually the reason why there can be such huge skyscrapers. Now, the same thing in anything you build, like Frank Sinatra said, if you make it here, you make it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's hard to build. It's hard to get the foundation, but it's a solid foundation once you have it, and then you can build skyscrapers. Do you want to build skyscrapers?
Absolutely.
How big is your dream?
No ceiling.
That's great. That's great. Now the question is, how big is the dream of the people you work with? Do you draw people who will be, let's say, helpers in your mission or partners in your mission? Do you look for people who have a huge dream, who also want to help a huge number of people? Or do you look for people who need to be helped and who are just looking for somebody who helps them?
No, I do encounter both. People who need to be helped, those are more, let's say, customers.
Yeah.
Those who need the products, those are the ones who need help themselves. But working, I work with people who really want to build, who want to build big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the big apple, so we want to build big. We have big dreams, big goals.
So it's a very good differentiation. Those who need to be helped, they are the customers. Those who also want to help others and be partners of yours in this team building, they are the business builders.
Exactly.
We need both.
Yeah.
Great. So that is already everything I wanted to ask you. You really bring it to the point. It's compact. It's exactly what the city needs. It's no time loss. Like I do such interviews sometimes there, and there. Sometimes it goes very long. With you, very succinct, very to the point, which probably is a product of being in the city. Is it like that?
Yeah, and this is exactly what reflects, I would say, a New Yorker, and I do consider myself a New Yorker by now. You don't want to waste people's time. New Yorker hate it if you waste their time. That's why you do a workshop, you say from this to that time. You gotta be on point, always.
Yeah.
People have limited amount of time. You gotta show them within that short amount of time what you offer them, and you gotta provide value if you want to keep building with them.
No wishy-washy.
No.
So even in a 10-minute meeting, you try to really transport something and transport them.
Yes.
That's great. Because if we are in the countryside, if we are in smaller communities, we can have nice home meetings. We meet at somebody's place and then we hang out 3 hours, 4 hours. Here in New York, I just did an evening yesterday in Manhattan, and people were really punctual. I mean, we were 1 hour too long anyway, and I was amazed that nobody went away. But still then, people really went. And I liked it because also I could go then.
You know, and then boom, they're out. People come, go, it's done, they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have one final suggestion or tip for our viewers?
Well, if you are in a city, really try to focus more. Not just even if you're in the countryside, but especially in the city, try to find your niche and focus on that. Try to find specifically, or try to attract, I should say, not find. Try to attract exactly those people who you can build a solid foundation with.
Great. So that means basically not the product, not the company, but you. You are the focus of your marketing, because in the end it's you who attracts the people, it's you who attracts your team.
Yes.
Secondary the product, secondary the company, which is very wise. So this is a strong point that you should take heed. Always focus on finding your niche, marketing your personality, marketing what you can offer, what makes you special as compared to the thousands of other distributors from the same company who have the same product. There's one thing that makes you unique, and that is you. You are unique, and that's what you have to market. So Linda, I thank you a lot. It's great whether we are here in New York or in Los Angeles or in London or in Hamburg or Frankfurt, Germany, which are also tough cities to crack. They're worthwhile because people are quality people, they're to the point. The foundation is strong. Once you have it, you can build high. You can create huge turnover, huge sales numbers.
Opportunities are limitless here.
Yeah, but you have to be prepared to be in for 5 years or 7 years. Normally I say, like, you can do something, strike root within 3 to 4 months in a place, if you focus. In the big cities, much longer effort. You have to be prepared if you want to conquer one of the big cities, to go for the long time. So my action steps for you today, please be sure that you want to take on one of the big cities. Please be prepared for years. Please be prepared to be continuous and consistent and have great consequence and great focus. And then you will definitely strike some gold. And you have deserved it then. Please have a look around at networkmarketingmastery.pro. you find some other great articles, some nice videos, some training products of mine, and I'm looking forward to see you next time.
Thank you.